Hey everyone! My husband and I were in Florida last week visiting my father-in-law, which is why I chose to postpone this week's episode of the ZYXs of grief. I had a great time, got to relax, got to use my Pash Art journal to take lots of notes, which I'm going to be using to talk about today in the ZYXs of grief. Why ZYX? Because when grief enters, she knocks at your door, she has a tendency to turn your life all upside down, and we're going to honor that. So let's go ahead and get going. This week we are going to be working with the letter X. My high-tech expectations here. So we're going to be talking about expectations. And this is going to be from the point of view from the griever, some things that you can expect in no particular order. Like I said, I'm going to use my Pash Art journal here to go through some of the things that I wrote down. You can expect that when grief knocks, your whole world is going to be turned upside down. The life that you thought you had is not going to be the same. It's going to be different, and that's something that you just have to expect. It's something that you need to kind of plan for and think about. Grief bursts. Oh, those, I hear about these all the time. That's when, grief doesn't just knock and say, hey, can I come in? No, that bitch just knocks down the door, slams into your world and says, hey, I want all of your attention right now. And she doesn't go away. So when those grief bursts happen, my advice is to sit with them, acknowledge them, accept them, and know that eventually that pain, that hurt, all of those emotions from that grief burst, that particular grief burst, it will subside. You will get through it. Next expectation is brain fog. That's when you just don't have any ability to think clearly on anything. It's normal. So many people talk about having brain fog and just not being able to think clearly, to process. It's one of those unfortunate expectations. People are going to say stupid shit. So you can expect that. And here's where, as the griever, I want you to take into consideration that when people say things and you're thinking in your head, why would you ever say that to me? Please understand that they're saying it from a place of compassion. We don't know how to process. As non-grievers, we don't know how to process. We haven't been through it. We don't know what to say. We don't know how to act. So we're going to say what we think is going to be helpful and comforting. So please understand that when somebody says something stupid, they're not doing it to be malicious. They're not saying it with ill intent. They're saying it out of compassion. So, but you can expect that stupid shit's going to be said. Oh, decisions. Expect to change your plans. So expect that when you decide that you're going to go out, you're going to have dinner with friends, you're going to do something, expect in the very last minute, you're not going to be able to. You're going to change your mind. And that's okay. This is your grief journey. It's your experience. So expect that if you decide to make a last minute decision, a last minute change, it's okay. Emotions. Oh, expect all of the emotions all at once. Everything from grief and anger to sadness to happiness to joy, they all are just going to come in and flood you all at once, and oftentimes you're not going to be able to sort them out, and that's okay. That's part of where that grief brain fog comes in as well. So expect that you're just going to have a flurry of emotions all the time. Expect chickens. Oh, not chickens. I can't read my own writing. Expect check-ins. So here's what I was thinking with this. People are going to be checking in on you often, especially in the very beginning. People are going to be texting, calling, stopping by, emailing, Facebooking, whatever their means of communicating with you is. They're going to be doing that often. So you can expect that you're going to get lots of check-ins, but don't feel obligated to respond to every one of them. Sometimes it's people just want you to know that they're thinking of you. You're not obligated, especially in this day of social media where you feel like you have to respond right away or somebody's mad at you. Not in this case. This is your journey. You are not expected to respond immediately. Also with the check-ins, expect that they will lessen over time. And that's okay. That's to be expected. And finally, let's see, I think that my final one is when grief knocks, she's never going to go away. So you can expect to be on this grief journey. It's going to be part of your life. But you can also expect that, yes, it will get easier. It may not feel it right now, but eventually you'll wake up one day and there might be that moment that you feel that joy, you feel that peace, you feel that happiness, you feel that love. And that's where we want you to be. We want you to be able to process this grief and then live the best life that you can. So with that, everyone, sorry again for the delay, but we had a great week in Florida, came back with a 90-degree difference in temperature up here in New Hampshire, which is a little crazy to think of. So stay safe out there, stay warm, and love and light to all. Bye now.